So, do you want to know my financial plans for 2023? Well, let me tell you in today's video. Welcome back to today's video. My name is Dominic and I am an entrepreneur, affiliate marketer, web designer, web developer, and a whole load of stuff. So what actually is my financial goals for the year? Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn the bell notification on, and also leave a like on today's video. Lets me know that you're going to enjoy the video. My financial goals for this year, what's actually going to go on, what am I doing? Am I going to be doing my TikTok theme page, my agency? What am I going to be doing? So there's 4 fundamentals this year: consistency, growth, inspiration, and discipline. I want to be able to take this year and really see some actual positive growth. And in the past, don't get me wrong, I've had some months that have been absolutely incredible, and I've had some months that have been terrible. That's kind of how business works, but I want it to be a lot more consistent and a lot more powerful. So, number 1, what we're probably going to want to address is the TikTok theme page. What am I going to be doing with it? So obviously, I'm not sure if you look at it or might check the stats every now and then. Obviously, my channel is around the TikTok theme page, but what is actually my plans for it? My plans for it are to sell it. I don't want to use my TikTok theme page anymore. Whilst I've seen good growth in the past, and I do still continuous growth every time I log into it, I always see that the notifications are maxed out. I'm always getting good followers, likes, comments, saves, shares. Everything is growing, and there's always leads coming my way, but it doesn't align with my business journey. So I'm sacking off essentially. Whilst I still probably could get a few thousand for the next couple of months, it's not something that I want to put my time into. So the main one, Diligence Media, my media agency, that is going to be focusing on growth this year. So in the past, I've heavily relied on referrals, and you might be thinking that's a very bad marketing strategy, but it has worked. I've probably gotten over the past year or two 60, 70 clients all through referrals, and as sort of bad as it is, it's also really good because it means I haven't had to spend any money on marketing. So every client I get is profit. So whilst that's good, it's not a very long-term strategy. So my financial goal for Diligence Media is to have consistent clients, even if it's just 10 high-paying clients. 10 high-paying clients will probably get me 5-6k a month, which is amazing. So that's something that I'm going to be pushing forward for 2023. Another one, I'm actually learning code properly. So in the past, I've learned code in a sort of a minor scale because I realized that I could make a business simply off page builders. And whilst my podcast thing is separate, if we're just focusing on web development, web design, I just focused on page builders for such a long time. But I realized that the future is code, whether that's in UI UX, whether that's in building a website for someone, whether that's in data analytics, whether that's in feedback, mobile development, whether that's in app development. There's so much stuff that code has, and I want to secure my future in a better way that will give me a consistent income whilst I grow my business to get to a point where I'm earning a consistent income. So essentially, I've been looking at learning how to do code, essentially HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then you've got some other languages like Node.js, and I'm going to be learning the framework React. Because there are a few of my contacts, because I used to do a lot of networking, and a few contacts that have offered me positions in React web development, in making £400 to £600 a day simply part-time. 2-3 days a week. If I'm earning let's say 400 quid, that's 1200 for the week, looking at 4k a month. For this climate, that's very good, and long term that will secure me a good future. If I can learn code and I can land a part-time job, whether that's in a lower state, a higher state in terms of income, in like 5 years time or whatever, I will have a good job this simple as that. British web developers are needed, but web developers in the whole world are needed. It's one of the most needed jobs for anyone. There's always jobs for it, and the way the world is moving, there is endless amount of jobs. Like, you search out web developer jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs will pop up, and as long as you have the skills and the portfolio and the experience to show it, you will land a job. So that's also what I'm going to be focusing on. And the fourth final thing is Etsy. In the past, I've had an Etsy shop that has grown, and I was like, wow, the growth is good, but I couldn't divide my time into Etsy anymore, so I stopped it. Now, Etsy is predominantly passive, but there is work you have to do in the background and every single week for it to grow, or for you to just have more listings, get more sales and more money. So I have two shops. That's one selling Lightroom presets, and the other one is digital stationery. So both are very needed. There's always traction for it, and because there's traction for it, I know that I can make them work. So they're going to be pushed this year. For example, my sister, she sells mock-ups on Etsy, and she makes about anywhere between 3 to 6k a month, and that passively is just as good as affiliate marketing on the lower level. So that is what I will also be pushing this year. So those are my financial goals. What are your financial goals? Be sure to leave a comment down below. Just let me know. I'm very intrigued. I love to talk about this side of business and this side of like finance and, you know, your goals. I always find that such a fascinating topic. So please do tell me in the comments, or do send me an Instagram DM, but just put in the DM YouTube first, and then I will see that in my requests, because I get loads of requests. A lot of them are spam from like bots and stuff, because Instagram bots are awful. So if I get if you send me a DM, it will go through requests, and it might just, your message might look similar to a bot, so I might not even see it. But if you put YouTube first, very likely I'm gonna see it. My YouTube is Dom Spicer. Go check it out. But anyway, guys, be sure to hit subscribe, turn the bell notification on, and also leave a like on today's video if you did enjoy it. But anyway, take care and peace.